everyone, Teacher Katie here. Today I am really excited because it is the beginning of summer, which means that QKids is having a huge hiring surge like they have done every summer, and it's a great time to apply. So if you are looking at this video right now, if you're not quite sure about applying to QKids, watch the video. You might get a better idea of the simplicity of getting hired with QKids and teaching with QKids. And if you do decide to apply, you can always hit me up on Instagram or on here, and I can hopefully answer some questions. So today I'm going to be talking about the things that I use to teach with QKids, things like props, rewards, and any basic things that you might consider while teaching with QKids. So let's get started. All right, first up are props. So a lot of online teaching companies require you to go out and purchase props to help get you through the lesson. QKids lessons, their program is very interactive. It's so interactive that teachers don't need a lot, if any, props. That being said, props never hurt. So if you are going to use props when starting out, think simple, and you can always build from there. For me, my favorite props, the things that I use every day, are right here. Flashcards. Yeah, I know I'm super fancy with this awesome organizer. Flashcards are probably my most used prop. I teach a lot of phonics, so flashcards come in very handy, but they've also come in handy for other lessons too. So I like to keep this nice little set of bad boys right next to me. I also have some printed out little cards that I went and found on the internet. Super simple, print it out, cut it, and there you go. We've got some two-sided cards in here. This was from if you are a QKids teacher and you were here for the insect lessons. That's what those are from. So flashcards, some printed off things. I found all of my flashcards, other than the ones that I borrowed from my daughter. I found a really good set on Amazon. I have all of our letters, and then I also have my numbers, and each of these packs was $1 or $2, so it wasn't very much. Another thing that I like to use for my props, if you are a mom or a parent, a dad, you might have a lot of these lying around your house. Let's put this back. I don't normally grab that whole thing. You might have a lot of these lying around your house, and that's those fun art things that your kids get sent home with from their teachers all the time. So my daughter is 4. Last year in preschool, she was learning all of her letters, and so it was great when she was coming home and I could practice my phonics with her. And then I got to borrow a lot of her props and toys and everything that she made in class. So this one's my favorite. I use this one a lot. It's my spider, because he likes to growl on screen and scare the students. So those are my basic props. Some other things that I like to use just for fun. I've got an apple for my A lesson, and it's a squishy stress apple, which is awesome. And if you are an online ESL teacher, you are probably very familiar with a student named Elsa. Yes, we get a lot of Elsas in class. I love them. Again, my daughter loves Frozen, so I have a lot of Frozen accessories around my house. This wonderful little Elsa doll, I keep her close by. She does a fun trick. Anytime I have an Elsa student. My last favorite prop is this little guy right here that I found at a dollar store. That is a very sparkly blue diamond. If you are familiar with QKids platform, you know why this blue diamond is so cool. It also doubles as chapstick. So it smells really good. Other things that I will typically use are random household items. If we have a lesson on food, I'll go and grab that from the kitchen before I teach. Any number of my daughter's toys helps out a lot. However, if you are watching all of this and going, I do not want to be trying to handle props and teach at the same time, that's just way too much, don't worry. QKids platform is very interactive. It has everything that you need right there to teach. The second thing we are going to talk about is hair and clothes and makeup. And why is that important? Because we are waking up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, some of us, depending on where you're located, to teach. I don't know about you, but I really do not want to be dealing with my hair or my makeup in the morning. So what I I do, take a little bit of blush. Every now and then, if I'm feeling real spunky, I'll throw in some mascara. I'll brush my hair, and I will throw on one of the like 7 or 8 different basic t-shirts that I have, and then I teach. You do not need to be full on decked out to teach for QKids, which is wonderful. You can do this in your pajamas. I am currently wearing sparkly sweatpants. They're my favorite sweatpants right now. I usually wear these when I teach, that and a pair of slippers. It's great. Now, for rewards and incentives, most online teaching companies require you to have some sort of extra incentive for your students. I've seen a lot of them like an ice cream cone, and every time they earn like a new scoop of ice cream, which is really cute. It's also a lot of extra on the teacher. So if you do not want to deal with all of those extra incentives, QKids has the incentives built into their program. Their rewards are, that's right, this little blue diamond right here. Anytime you want to reward your students, it is as simple as a click, and we can give each of them a diamond all together or one at a time. It's amazing. I don't have to worry about holding up some whiteboard with a bunch of extra stuff. I don't have to download an app on my phone. No, it is all there for you. There is no extra nonsense to deal with. I love it. It makes it super simple for a not savvy tech person like me. All right, last but not least are the actual mandatory things that you will have to have when you apply with QKids. So the first one that you will need is an over-the-head headset. So that means that your earbuds will not work for QKids. You have to have a headset that goes over your head with a mic attached to it. So these are actually the most expensive pair that I have purchased, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love them. I went through 2 sets before these ones, and both of them ended up breaking. Now, granted, I have a 4-year-old who likes to play with my headsets, and so I'm pretty sure that had a little something to do with it. But both of those sets were about $10. So they each lasted about 6 months or so, which was good for $10. This is actually a gaming headset. It is super comfortable. I never have an issue with hurting my ears, which I did have with my cheaper pair. It's super comfortable. My sound is incredible in the platform, and I got them on sale at Best Buy for about, I think I paid $35 or $40. So it wasn't too bad. These, in case you're wondering, are Logitech G430 is the number on the side. There's several different pairs. These ones just had great reviews, and so far I recommended them. I recommend them. I've had them for about 8 months or so now, and I love them. I also keep a backup pair. This is just me because I have been teaching and had my sound go out and I panicked. In that moment, I ended up grabbing a pair of earbud headphones, and I used those, and they worked okay. They weren't great. I don't recommend them, but they worked when I was in a pinch, and I instantly ran out to Amazon. I instantly sat in my comfy couch on Amazon and found this little pair. I want to say I spent about 15 or 20 bucks on these bad boys. They're fairly comfortable. They work well. I've taught with them a little bit, but these I kind of keep on hand as my backup. You will need a headset to teach with QKids, an over-the-head headset. The second thing that you will need, and this is kind of an obvious, is a computer. It can be a desktop, a PC, or a laptop. It cannot be a tablet or a Chromebook. Those are 2 things that absolutely will not work with QKids. Your specifications will be sent over in your application, and QKids will then determine if the computer you have can meet their requirements. And the last thing that you will need, I say need because I'm not gonna lie, I've been teaching a lot lately without it, is an Ethernet cable. I highly, highly recommend at least starting out using your Ethernet cable and make sure that your connection is stable enough to keep on the platform. I did not teach without the Ethernet cable for a very long time and only recently kind of started testing those waters, and I've been okay. But I would not want to go through the hiring process without it. And that's pretty much it. You don't need a lot, so a few props, very minimal props. You do not need any sort of extra incentive or reward. That's all right there for you in QKids. You can use some over-the-head headset. Find them for cheap. When you're starting out, go find a cheap pair. It should at least get you through the hiring process and get you to a point where you can get a different pair. And I like these. These are a lot of fun. Some really fun headgear. I have my cat. I have another one that's a rabbit. I also have a Minnie Mouse one that my daughter always steals. In fact, right now it is gone. She took it. That happens, so I'm gonna have to go find that. So, happy summer, everybody. I really hope that this video helped you all understand some of the things that you may need when you get started with QKids. Again, it's not much. It's great if you are just getting your feet wet in this teaching industry. I really hope to hear from you soon. If you have any questions, please reach out to me on Instagram at qkids.katie. You can send me a message on there or comment on one of my photos. That would be great. You can comment down below, and I will leave a link for some headsets, some of the older ones that I used, my new headsets, because I love them so much, as well as my teacher referral link and some other videos that might help you out if you're just getting started. So I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click, and happy teaching. Anyway, but